Hey guys, I'm Amy Langdon from Langdon Tactical, and today we're going to talk about finding a gun that fits your hand. Does this gun fit my hands? What does that mean? Finding a gun that fits your hands is a challenge for a lot of people. We get our minds or hearts set on a gun that we want. We buy it, we head to the range, and sometimes we find we don't shoot it well. Is it the gun or is it me? When choosing a gun, especially as new firearms owners, we typically gravitate towards something small because we think it's easier to conceal. Women often say, I prefer this smaller gun because it fits my hands. What does that mean? All of our hands are unique, and therefore guns fit in our hands differently. The top 3 things we should consider when it comes to picking a gun that fits our hands are grip, trigger reach, and size. Grip. What does the gun feel like in your hands? Is the backstrap of the grip thin, thick, long, or short? If your gun has a deeper grip, so from the base of your palm to your knuckles, and your thumb can't get around the back of the gun, it's going to be really hard for you to get a good grip on the gun. Making sure that you have room to put enough meat of your hand on the backstrap of the gun while still being able to reach the trigger is really important. You want to make sure that you have as much of the meat of your hand on the side and the back of the gun as possible so that you can leverage this thumb. Trigger reach. Trigger reach is the distance between the backstrap of the gun and the face of the trigger. You want to choose a gun that allows you to get your finger on the trigger so that you're able to pull the trigger back without having to adjust your grip, so changing the way that your hand holds the gun, or pushing the trigger from side to side. Grip is so important for controlling the gun in your hands and for recoil management, which is what happens after the gun fires. If you have to compromise your grip to reach the trigger, you sacrifice recoil management, and the gun is actually going to be harder for you to shoot and likely a lot harder for you to be accurate with. To learn more about grip, trigger reach, and recoil control, check out the videos below. The third thing is the size. The size of the gun you select is going to be dependent on what you intend to have the firearm for. Is this a concealed carry gun, a home defense gun, a competition gun, or a fun range gun? First-time buyers often think that smaller guns are easier to shoot and conceal. While the latter may be true for some, it's not the case for everyone. Compact and subcompact guns are oftentimes harder to shoot because they're a lot snappier in your hand when they fire, not only because they're smaller, but also because they weigh less, so they're gonna recoil more. A full-size, heavier metal frame gun is gonna be easier to shoot because it's larger, it weighs more, and it's gonna recoil less. This is why you see competitive shooters running relatively large guns with really big magazine wells and larger optics. It's all about speed and oftentimes lighter triggers. Generally, those setups are not optimal for concealed carry or home defense, which is why we want to look at the size of gun and the application that it's for. Philster and Tessa Booth from Armed and Styled talk a lot about concealment principles and how to conceal your gun, the size, and how the gun fits your body. Tessa's put together a fantastic video on the concealment percentage principle, which I've linked below, that shows you how the available space you have on your body, from hip bone to hip bone, and the length of different guns affect your physical ability to actually be able to conceal and carry different size guns. When it comes to selecting a gun, you want to get a gun that fits in your hands, allows you to reach the trigger with confidence, and gives you a strong grip. It's really, really important. Fundamentally, selecting a gun that fits your hands and your trigger reach will also help you establish a great base for shooting technique and will also likely improve your confidence with your firearm. If your firearm isn't working for you because of the recoil, size, trigger reach, or grip, head to your local gun shop, test out some different guns, grip a few, test the trigger reach, and see what might work better for you. Check out the links below for more videos and content, or subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on educational tips, training, product, and maintenance videos.